It's time now for a look at the latest in local news. In the news, the Wayne County Commissioners held two meetings on Monday. They held their regular monthly meeting at 6 p.m., but had a public hearing on their proposed budget for the public to come make comments at 5 p.m., but no one attended the 5 p.m. meeting. At 6 p.m., the budget was approved on a 4-1 vote, with Commissioner Jamie Hickox voting no. Here was Paul Drought explaining the $33 million county budget.
$33,539,464.73, with revenues of $31,206,299, and that left the difference of $2,333,165.73, which would be taken from the loss. And then if you'll see on the ARP budget, this is for 2025, is $2,177,171. And then a revolving loan fund is $38,948.76. And that's what we received from Williams Brother Truck.
Mr. Drawley, by taking the $2.3 million out of loss, that will still leave us with a 17%.
Yes, sir, it does.
No bill.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Drawley,
Yes,
if everything stays exactly the same in 2025, when 2026 budget rolls around, where would the proposed shortfall come from?
It's going to have to come from the millage rate.
A tax increase?
Yes, sir.
I don't have any more questions.
Aren't you glad we didn't go with your 2 meal decrease last year?
No, sir, I'm not. I would much rather we have gone with consolidation and lighten the burden on the people who actually pay the bills.
All right, do I have a motion to approve the 25 budget for general fund revolving loan? Madam Clerk.
Ms. Hickox?
No.
Mr. Gordon?
Yes.
Mr. McCreary?
Yes.
Mr. Hopkins?
Yes.
Mr. Thomas?
Yes.
Once again, the vote 4-1 on the budget, and the first three items on the agenda, a 4-1 vote, with the no vote cast each time by Commissioner Jamie Hickox. She stated several times in the meeting that she has not been involved in conversations and has been kept out of the process. First item she voted no on was the approval of bids for the Ag Complex concession stand, which Kevin McCreary calls a multi-purpose complex, originally called an equestrian center. Hickox stated Tuesday that she wanted the entire project put out for bids. This Monday night was just for the laying of block, and the bid for that part of the project, again approved on a 4-1 vote. The second no vote on the Lake Grace rental agreement, in which the commissioners have selected a person to live in the house for $500 a month, which includes electricity. Commissioner McCreary says the person will be able to be at Lake Grace and provide security and be there 24/7. Hickox says the county is setting a bad precedent by hand selecting someone and allowing that person to live there at that price. Hickox says rent is very high in Wayne County, and again, she voted no. She also voted no on the budget. So for the first three items on the agenda, it was a 4-1 vote. She did vote on the three people selected to the election board, but not happy with the fact that she did not get to make a motion on any member, and she felt that there was simply no conversation among the commissioners as a group about the election board or who would be selected. Commissioner James Thomas nominated Amon Johnson from the list of 5 names submitted by the local Democratic Party, and that was approved unanimously. Mike Gordon then motioned for Dawson Trapnell to be on the board. That was approved unanimously. His name submitted by the local Republican Party. Then Kevin McCreary nominated Josh Griffin, who he says is a tech guy, which he says is very important. That also approved unanimously. So the 3-member election board is Josh Griffin, Amon Johnson, and Dawson Trapnell. The 3-member board will select an election superintendent, and that superintendent will then select a superintendent assistant. Commissioner Thomas submitted 3 names for the Hospital Authority Board appointment in District 4 to replace Carletha Davis. Those names submitted are Melissa Thomas, Lorraine Jackson, and Benita Walker. Thomas also put Shelton Burke on the Solid Waste Authority Board to fulfill the term of his grandfather, Felton Burke. County will have to have a call meeting to decide what to do about juvenile court, as District Attorney Keith Higgins has sent all 5 counties in the circuit a letter stating that at the end of September, the District Attorney's Office will no longer handle any juvenile cases. County Administrator Paul Droddy says he is still gathering information and wants to have a call meeting to discuss how Wayne County moves forward with funding juvenile court. Commissioners approved the purchases requested by the Fire Chief Jared Huffman and EMS Director Patrick Parson, and for the Road Department as well. All those votes were unanimous at Monday's meeting. And finally, the county agreed to deed land to the IDA located behind the Kmart Shopping Center. They said the land used to be owned by the IDA. Again, they deeded it back to the IDA. And that's a look at your 2 county meetings held Monday afternoon. We'll be back with more news after this word from our sponsor of the commercial messages, so please stay tuned. In other news, the Wayne County Board of Education has a work session set for this afternoon at 6 p.m. on the items of business, discussion information about capital outlay projects, advisory committee, several board policies, and executive session. All that taking place today at 6 p.m. at the Tech Center. We'll have a full report for you tomorrow here on the local news. Local Democratic Party is sponsoring a debate viewing at Hall Richardson Recreation Center this evening. Hall Richardson, located on North 4th Street. It's the same place where early voting has been held until just recently. Social hour tonight begins at 7:30. The debate begins at 9 p.m. Food and soft drinks will be provided by the local Democratic Party, and everyone is invited to attend. And that taking place tonight, again, sponsored by the local Democratic Party. Local Republican Party will meet Wednesday, September 11th at the Altamont Steak and Seafood Restaurant. Guest speakers will be District 5 County Commission candidate Randy Franks and Wayne County Deputy Kyle Bratt. That meeting begins tomorrow at 12 noon, and everyone is invited to attend. General election will be held on Tuesday, November 5th. The last day to register to vote for the general election is Monday, October the 7th. To check your registration status, change your name or address, find your polling place, and view a sample ballot, and they ask that you please visit the My Voter page at mvp.sos.ga.gov. If you're not registered to vote, you can complete an online voter registration form with a valid Georgia driver's license, or you can download and complete the voter registration form and return it to the registrar's office. You can also fill out a voter registration card at the registrar's office in the Wayne County Courthouse. Advanced voting is going to begin on Tuesday, October the 15th. It'll run through Friday, November 1st from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the Election and Registration Building at 306 East Pine Street in Jesup. There will be 2 mandatory Saturday voting days on October 19th and October 26th from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Please be sure to have your government-issued ID to vote at advanced voting. If you have any questions or concerns, simply contact the Wayne County Registrar's Office. That number 912-427-5950. We'll be back with some final news note after this word from our sponsor of the commercial messages, so please stay tuned. Final notes in the news. The Wayne County Historical Society meets this Thursday, September 12th at Captain Joe's Seafood Restaurant. The program for the evening will be presented by local author and historian Derby Waters, who will present interesting facts from his newly published Wayne County history book. Books will be available for purchase at the meeting at the cost of $25. That meeting begins at 7 p.m. Thursday. Dutch Treat meal precedes the meeting at 5:45. Guests are welcome and members are encouraged to attend. The Anchor Junior Board at Wayne County High School and FCA having an event on Wednesday, September 11th at Billmores Park from 6 to 8 p.m. The event's open to all middle and high school students. They'll have free food, live music, and they say 2 speakers will give their testimonials. Again, all that taking place tomorrow at Billmores Park between 6 and 8 p.m. Wayne County Chamber of Commerce gearing for their quarterly membership breakfast this Thursday, September 12th from 8 to 10 a.m. at the Polytech Center. Again, cost for members is $30, non-members $40. To make a reservation, they ask to call the Chamber at 912-427-2028. Again, that's set for this coming Thursday morning. And the Wayne County Blood Drive, Blood Connection, a supplemental blood provided for Wayne Memorial Hospital, gearing for their blood drive this Thursday, September 12th from 11 to 6. This drive is a makeup drive for the one that was scheduled when Tropical Storm Debbie came through Jesup. All donors will receive a $40 gift card from Blood Connection. The bloodmobile is going to be located on the right side of the main parking lot near the cafeteria. To make an appointment to donate blood, log on to thebloodconnection.org. Type in Jesup or the sponsor code 7980. Appointments are encouraged, but walk-ins will be welcome. And that's going to do it for latest in local news. Sports comes your way in a few minutes. Bob Morgan saying have a great day.